Hi, how to filter out certain prints for a printer. So we have some software called Carbon Copy Printer, which instead of printing to a normal printer, you print a Carbon Copy Printer driver, and that can filter out certain prints that you only allow on a certain printer. In this example, I have an invoice here that I want to print to the printer. So instead of printing to a normal printer, you print to a Carbon Copy Printer, which is installed when you install the software. So you just print that as normal. And then when you look at the printer, it will show up on the Carbon Copy Printer first, and then it will actually print it to the Xerox Work Center. So it's let that file through. So you can filter in Carbon Copy Printer setup. So say, for example, I have an image that I want to print. Now if I want to print that, say it's same. So you see what the show on there, but it hasn't actually printed on the Xerox printer. So this way you can filter what prints and what doesn't print, and how it prints as well. So in the Carbon Copy Printer setup, you set the printer that you want to print to, and the tray that you want to print on, or you can just leave it blank for all. And then you can save that setting that you want to use for invoice printing, for example. So you save settings as, and you can call it invoice. Then you go into advanced options, filter or setups. So in here, I've already got one set up, I should just used. So what happens is, when I click on the down arrow, you can on print name, for example, invoice, could be anything, then use this setup. So it's going to be invoice setup. Click OK. So it's now added that to the filter list. Now, because there's nothing else there, it will allow anything else. So if you want to allow everything, I can have no default setup as well in there. So we use that first. And if there's a different file name like here, for Microsoft Office Picture Manager, it would use a no default setup, which means just the default was actually in the setup itself. So you can filter on other things as well. So say I want to allow photos to be printed a certain way, I can do that. And I can do it on another printer as well. I'll do it on this Sharp PS printer, tray 2. I want the full file, and then I want to save the settings because that's exactly how I want it to print. So I'm going to save it under Sharp Photos. Okay. Now I go to Advanced, Filter or Setups, and I click on there on Print Name. So for photos, it's full page photos. It's got photo in the name, so I'm going to put photo. And I'm going to navigate to the Sharp Photos. OK. So it's now added that setup in there. Save and exit. Now you need to click close to actually save all the settings. So now when I print the photo out, Carbon Copy Printer like before, it should show up on the Sharp, which it has there. And if I right mouse on it, properties, it should be on tray 2, which is there. Perfect, exactly what I want. So now if I print the invoice again to the Carbon Copy Printer, it should show up on the Xerox. So exactly what I wanted, and it'd be on tray 1, I think it's set to. Yeah, tray 1. So that's perfect, exactly what I want. And that's how you use filtering to filter out certain documents. In this case, you could actually filter out, say, .gif files. So none of those actually print. And there's probably many more things that you could do with it. Give it a try.